Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Sonic Multiverse. Today we're jumping back into one of my favorite what-ifs. It's been a while, so if you're not up to date, I'd recommend watching the previous parts in What If Metal Sonic Became a Hero. But assuming that you're all caught up to date, let's jump right back in. Metal Sonic's patrols had become routine to him. From the subterranean depths of Labyrinth to the abandoned wasteland that was Scrap Brain, Metal Sonic would hunt for any rogue badniks that dare harm the innocent animals of South Island. He had done this for weeks, ever since his motives had changed, from trying to destroy Sonic to surpassing him. The Metal Hedgehog would track down anyone who dare threaten Sonic's world, and dispatch them before they could harm the innocent. By the time his patrols were done, the sun had begun to set upon South Island. Metal looked around once more, checking for any hostiles. After finding none, he just looked out to the sunset. Metal Sonic remembered a time where he would have preferred to see the sun blocked out by smog, but now he couldn't help but admire the beauty of the sunset. I truly did take it for granted. Sadly, this moment of peace was short-lived, as he suddenly heard a whirring coming from behind him, as a blue hedgehog suddenly slammed into the metallic faker, sending him skidding across the ground. As Metal Sonic got up, he recognized the opponent, and rage entered his eyes once more. Sonic. The blue hero confidently stood there, wagging his finger at his robotic counterpart. Sup, Metal? Long time no see. Not long enough. Metal Sonic took up an aggressive position. Though his mission may have changed, his hatred for Sonic had not. Right back at you, Metalhead. Sonic's confident pose was replaced with one of defense. You know, I was willing to let bygones be bygones, especially after I heard you helped save Amy and Cream. But when I got word of a metal hedgehog stuffing animals in badniks, well, all bets are off. Metal Sonic was taken aback by this. Nonsense. I've been protecting the flickies of this island ever since I arrived. Really? Because the locals tell me otherwise! Sonic suddenly swung at Metal Sonic, with the metallic figure returning the favor. Very well. If you won't listen to reason, then you will fall, my lonesome copy. Cheap talk coming from a cheap knockoff. The pair began ramming into each other at high velocity, both of them nearly equally matched. Blow for blow, punch to punch, kick to kick. It was as if they were fighting a mirror. As they charged in for one last final attack, they were suddenly interrupted. A robotic blue hand with silver claws reached out for Metal Sonic, with the metallic faker dodging at the last moment. Both of the rivals were caught off guard. Whoa, who's the party crasher? The figure landed onto the ground with a sudden thud. It was the blue robotic hedgehog. Subject, Sonic the Hedgehog, an Eggman robot, codename Metal Sonic. Surrender yourselves or be obliterated by the might of General Sonic. Both Metal and Sonic prepared themselves to fight this new opponent. Another Robo-Hog? Eggman's really running out of ideas, isn't he? That's when Sonic noticed the horned design on the machine. Wait a second, is that? Before Sonic could finish his thought, he was interrupted by a familiar voice. Not quite, Sonic. Our heroes turned back to see Dr. Eggman in his Eggmobile. I take it you've noticed the similarities to Emerald, Sonic. Metal Sonic was confused. Who's this Emerald? It's a long story, Metalhead. Right. Well, following your little battle with Emerald on Earth, I sent out Silver Sonic 2 to destroy Metal. But like Emerald, he failed me. So, seeing as I already had to repair Silver Sonic, I decided to upgrade him with all of Emerald's data. So, as he tears you limb from limb, please try to appreciate my handiwork. General Sonic suddenly lunged forward, attacking both of the heroes. As Eggman had stated, he had all the abilities of base form Emerald combined with that of Silver Sonic 2.0. He began slashing his extendo claws over and over again, trying to cut Sonic.
Stop resisting. You are only delaying the inevitable.
Come on, pal. You think you're the first Sonic wannabe I've trashed? As General Sonic was distracted, Metal Sonic suddenly slashed at the machine from above. And speak of the devil, you think we can trash this guy if we work together?
As if I would accept assistance from you.
Metal Sonic suddenly boosted forward with his maximum overdrive, intending to crush this new metallic hedgehog alone. As the pair of robot hedgehogs began to brawl, General Sonic got more and more aggressive. The Gizoid used a series of homing attacks, spin dashes, and smart bombs, trying to take out Metal Sonic.
Stand still and die, you outdated, worthless imposter.
Metal glared.
As you wish.
In response, the original Robo-Hog raised the black shield. Although it made Metal Sonic briefly immobile, it made him completely indestructible. General Sonic began beating down on the black shield.
No, no, no! I will not be bested by you again!
General's thoughts were consumed by rage. He was so focused on trying to defeat Metal that he hardly noticed Sonic charging up a spin dash from across the field. The blue hero rammed into General Sonic at full force, knocking off a few pieces of blue steel. General Sonic took a hard landing onto the field. As he got back onto his feet, he looked at the two heroes with rage in his cybernetic eyes. Eggman smirked. 2 against 1? That doesn't seem fair. General Sonic, let's even the playing field. The machine complied. It leaped up towards the Eggmobile, and in a sudden flash of light, they fused as one, turning into a massive wheeled machine. Eggman spoke out from within. General Sonic possesses the unique ability to combine his physical form with other machines. Let's see how you handle against this. It was actually pretty easy. Metal and Sonic defeated the massive hedge roller, forcing General to defuse from the Eggmobile. Ah, this is merely a minor setback. You haven't seen the last of us. And with that, Eggman and his new robotic servant flew off into the distance. Metal clenched his fists.
New mission parameters. Chase Dr. Eggman. Stop his plans.
You said it. Look, seeing as we're both going after Eggman, how about we work together on this one? Metal Sonic glared. But he knew he couldn't stop Sonic. They both had the same target after all.
Just don't get in my way.
Same to you, pal. And with that, the former rivals raced off to hunt down Dr. Eggman. With the strength and speed of Sonic and Metal combined, they were able to face whatever Eggman threw at them. They continued to pursue the Mad Doctor and his new creation, zone by zone, stage by stage, eventually approaching Angel Island. Eggman had planned to steal the Master Emerald once more, using its strength to enhance the abilities of his newest mech suit. The Hyper Egg Robo, once fused with General Sonic, achieved its ultimate form, Hyper General Sonic. However, despite its impressive capabilities, it still fell to the hands of our heroes. Come on, Doc, give it up. You know you can't beat me. It's not you I'm trying to beat, Hedgehog. Eggman slammed a button, and from the remains of the Hyper General Sonic emerged a familiar face.
Long time no see, Sonic.
Metal Knuckles flew out of the remains of the mech, attacking Sonic directly. Sonic instinctually ducked, barely dodging having his head chopped off by Metal Knuckles' sharp spikes. God, I've had it with these metal duplicates today! Sonic aggressively counterattacked against the Metal Echidna. Metal was about to assist when he felt a tug on his leg. It was none other than the Tails doll. Metal Sonic's system suddenly began to malfunction, as an electrical surge began to race throughout his body. The Tails doll sadistically chuckled.
Virus uploaded.
Sonic and Metal Knuckles continued to battle, with it being clear that Sonic had the upper hand. But before he could finish off the faker echidna, Sonic was suddenly sucker punched by Metal.
Whoa, what's gotten into you?
Metal didn't respond, but Eggman spoke for him. Now that Metal Sonic is back on his leash, our mission is complete. All badniks, return to base. As Eggman and his lackeys made his retreat, Metal Sonic followed.
Metal, listen to me. You gotta stop. Come on, we both know you're too stubborn to work for him again.
Metal still wasn't responding. He was completely under the doctor's control. And with that, Metal Sonic rocketed off into the distance, under the control of Eggman once more. Back at his base, Eggman completed a diagnostic check of Metal Sonic. Excellent work, Tails doll. The obedience virus has been uploaded successfully.
It's my pleasure to serve you, Lord Eggman.
Oh, and you did good as well, Metal Knuckles. You played the role of a metal punching bag perfectly. The metal echidna was offended by this comment, but held its non-existent tongue. General Sonic addressed his creator. Master, now that we have subdued Metal Sonic, shall we be destroying him? Why would we? We need all hands on deck for the next phase in my plan. But Master, is that resistance I sense? No. That's what I thought. Now, set course for Soliana. Project Solaris is a go. As General Sonic got up to make the preparations, he took one last look at his older counterpart and glared. But Metal Sonic hardly cared, as all he wanted now was to serve Lord Eggman and spread his empire across the world. And this is where we'll be leaving this what if for right now. Were you guys surprised to see the sudden emergence of Team Metal Sonic? And how do you think the story will go from here now that Metal Sonic is once more enslaved by Dr. Eggman? And how do you think this will affect the events of Sonic 06? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. I'm ComicFan13, and I hope you have a good day.